Hello and welcome to Tea Talks. My name is Sid and I am the creator of Roots Holistic. I am happy to be here with you all today. And today is kind of just a little check-in, all right? And so I wanted to check in with a few words that is describing where I've been at this past week. And I would love for you to comment below to check in with where you have been at this past week and forming conversation around that. The whole intention around Tea Talks in general is just to form conversation around our different living experiences as we continue to collectively awaken and strive for a more mindful life. So I'm happy to be here with you all. The first word to describe how I've been feeling this past week is tired. And I think that is mainly in part because it is overwhelming to process all of the information that is coming in on the daily. And for me, I'm feeling overwhelmed by trying to figure out how to be of best service during this time and for our movement forward. I am also a little worried about our nervous systems collectively. And I'm going to get into that a little bit further into our talk today. Another word that I would describe how I'm feeling is grateful. I am grateful. I'm grateful for the support that I have here at home. I'm grateful for family and friends. And I'm grateful for those who have come before us in a very, what feels like, similar time in history. So I am grateful for creators like Audre Lorde, James Baldwin. Today, I listened to an interview by Angela Davis, and that was really helpful. All of them and many, many more have already laid out some great insight and wisdom to learn from. And so I've been feeling pretty grateful to have access to that. So I want to kind of dive into our nervous system and my understanding of what is happening with them during this time. So I want to open up this picture of the autonomic nervous system, which controls the automatic parts of our bodily system. All right. So that's like heart rate, blood pressure, our internal organs. And there's two parts to it. There is the sympathetic nervous system, our stress response center, and there is the parasympathetic nervous system, which is our relaxation response center. And so the stress response center of our nervous system was designed to help us get away from danger. Hundreds and hundreds of years ago, dangers looked different. They looked like natural disasters or a threat like a larger animal, a bear or a tiger. And when danger came into our awareness, our heart rate would go up, blood would rush away from our organs into our extremities so that we could fight, flight, and sometimes freeze. All right. Nowadays, our stressors look different. They look like pandemic or this new awareness of racial injustice and inequality or unemployment. And those are just three. And those are things that are ongoing, which means our nervous systems are continuously seeing threat or danger. So what I wanted to share with you all in this tea talk are a few practices that I am using to help move my nervous system from that stress response to that relaxation response center. Okay. So the first one that I have been using that I want to share with you all is, of course, tea. And today what I am drinking is Refresh, which is peppermint, spearmint, and lavender. The peppermint and spearmint are both cooling herbs, which are really nice, especially as we get into this pitta, which is an Ayurvedic term, this fire and heat season, okay? where we're already going to be more in a heightened state because it's hot out. So we get those cooling herbs help to bring us back down to a more balanced state. And then lavender is helpful to ease anxiety and to ease stress. So I love this blend when I need to just chill out a little bit. And it's also an herbal blend, so there's no caffeine in it, which also helps with that calming sensation. So tea. Grab some tea, wherever you want to grab it from. It might be beneficial right now for you. The second thing that I wanted to open up is the importance of breathing and breathing to our fullest capacity. So when we take full and deep breaths, we are chemically telling our brain to tell our body that it is safe to relax. And so I wanted to show you a breathing technique that's fairly simple, that helps us to practice gaining full capacity for our breath. And I say it that way because it is a practice. So do not become frustrated if when you're trying this with me right now, it feels a little uncomfortable. If you continue to practice it, you will gradually find more room and space for your breath. All right. So the 3-part breath starts with our belly. So if you can bring your hands to your belly here. Okay. And we're going to breathe in and extend the belly out as much as possible as you breathe in. And then as you exhale, you're going to pull the belly back in towards the spine. We'll take 3 of those. So inhaling into the belly. Exhale, pull the belly back in. Contract. Inhale, expand the belly. Exhale, contract the belly. And one more. And release. The second part of the 3-part breath is going to be the ribs. So once you fill the belly up with as much air as possible, then perhaps you'll find that you can bring the air up into the ribs and that there's space here to expand. When you're breathing into the belly, it expands out this way. When you breathe into the ribs, they expand out this way. Okay, so bringing your hands to your side body. And then we'll always send the belly breath to the belly first and then move up. Okay, so inhaling to expand the belly, the ribs, and let it go. Belly scoops out. Do that again. Inhale, expand belly, ribs. Slowly let it go. And one more. All right, and relax. The third part of the 3-part breath is the chest. And this is really going to be just that last sip of air. So once you've expanded the belly and then you've created room in the ribs and the chest, then you will find a little bit of that last sip here in the chest. All right, so let's try that. On your inhale, expanding belly, ribs, chest, and let it go. Belly scoops out. And do that again. Inhale, expanding belly, ribs, last sip in the chest, and slowly let it go. Once more, full breath. And release. So I invite you all to use that breathing technique whenever you are feeling stressed or anxious or overwhelmed. It chemically will help to bring the body and the mind back to a more balanced space. The last tip or tool that I have been using in my own life is this little 2 minutes of stillness. All right. So I just take my phone, I set a timer for 2 minutes, and it doesn't have to be an internal meditation so much. Sometimes I will just sit outside and notice things. Just spending 2 minutes still, quiet, and noticing sounds of nature, noticing what thoughts are showing up, what images my brain is replaying, and just giving my system a moment of pause, a moment to process. So those are my 3 tips and tools this week. Thank you so much for taking the time out to listen. Just a reminder that Tea Talks are going to be released every Friday, so I hope that you tune back in with us next week. Currently, I am working on getting some interviews lined up. If there's any creators, innovators, just thinkers that you think would be a nice addition to a Tea Talk, please tag them on this post and I will reach out to them. And also a shout out to my partner Reese for helping create this set for Tea Talks. Without him, it wouldn't have happened. So I wanted to share that as well. All right. I hope that you continue to stay safe and stay healthy, and that you continue to carve out space for yourself. There's a lot going on, and it's natural to feel a little bit more tired because of all the processing. So I hope that you grant yourself some space and some grace. And until next time, be well.